Well, guys. Look who was 15 minutes into the movie and decided that he was going to spend his money on this shit. We are going to see how these two stack up to each other. Hey guys, and welcome back to my dumpster fire, and welcome back to a new episode of, I was only 15 minutes into watching Encanto before I dropped $140. So today we are unboxing the Jakks Pacific $40 Walmart exclusive Encanto doll set and the Disney Store $100 Encanto exclusive doll set that came with a bunch of pets. So good job, Disney Store. I thought because I love this movie so much and I wanted both of the Luisa dolls, and Luisa only comes in these doll sets, I might as well get them both on camera and see how they stack up, because I've heard mixed things. I've heard Jakks Pacific is doing a really good job with the Disney Princess line, considering that it's Playline, and obviously Disney Store is Disney Store. But I'm excited to see how they stack up. Obviously, there's going to be some differences in articulation, quality, and everything. But it should be fun to see what we're doing. But let's bring you guys in for a closer look at the packaging. So as you guys can see, I've kind of been in a very Disney mood lately. And it's all because of these bitches. So here in the Jakks Pacific Walmart pack, we have Luisa, Isabella, Mirabelle, and Antonio. And the packaging is really cute, colorful, very reminiscent of the film. Has the casita. Then on the back, there's some digital artwork. This is by the brand Jakks Pacific, who is the brand I believe should take over the Disney Princess license, because Hasbro had their chance and they've done fucked up. And then just some more information for you guys. And it's pretty cute on the back. Gives a little synopsis of each character, right? And that's what we're looking at for $40 from Walmart. And then for $100 from the Disney Store, we have Luisa, Mirabelle, Isabella, Antonio, his jaguar, the capybara, the toucan, Mirabelle's accordion. And it's about the same kind of style of packaging, a lot of the same artwork, but on the back it's a little more empty and plain. Then it just says Deluxe doll set, and then USA and Canada pricing. But let's go ahead and get these two unboxed. All right, guys, and now we have the dolls unboxed. You can tell which one's Disney Store because they are articulated. You can tell which one's Jakks Pacific because they're not. Super easy, but this is how they look compared to each other. But let's do a more in-depth review of each. First, we are just going to do the Antonios because I don't really care about children. Obviously, the Disney Store Antonio, he has articulation in the head, the shoulders, the elbows, the wrist, the knees, and not in the ankles. His outfit is multiple separate pieces. His handkerchief is one piece. He has a little vest in that kind of material that Disney's doing right now, where it's not the cleaned up edges or anything. It's just like, they seal them with heat or something. And then he does come with cute little shoes that have little details on them. Sorry the sunlight's coming in, but this is the only time I could film. This whole outfit is held together with a single piece of Velcro in the back, so it's kind of like a jumper. And then we have little Antonio here. His outfit, once again, is all one piece with printed on details and held together with a single piece of Velcro. He comes with similar shoes. There's just not a lot of painted details or anything. And yeah, it's very much that printed on detail kind of clothing. But his articulation is he can move his head from side to side. He can move his shoulders, and he can move his legs forward, backwards on a pivot. So it's like the 5 points of articulation, basically. And yeah, those are how the Antonios stack up. The Disney Store, Isabella. Her hair isn't as bad as people have said it is. It doesn't feel like regular Disney Store hair, though. I don't know how to explain it. No, never mind, don't listen to me. It's very much the same that's on the Raya dolls. Her ears are pierced, and you can actually take her piercings out. She does have a couple of paint scuff marks, something up here. They did do a little painted on mole, everything. She has a really cute movie accurate face where she's kind of looking off to the side and smirking. Just really cute. Articulated in the head, obviously. the shoulders, the elbows, the wrist. She has the knee articulation that's like that, no ankle articulation. And if you guys can see, her thighs are like really long and then her calves are like really short. It's interesting. All the dolls are like this. It's pretty funky. Her dress is just made out of that standard like Disney fabric. It is layered a little bit. Like these aren't just printed on, the flowers are, but like the layers aren't. It is held together with Velcro in the back. She has a little flower clip, obviously, and then these are just some of her details on the front. It's just some ruffles. And then her shoes are painted on details, but they are different colors. The bottoms look real, everything like that. Like they did a pretty good job with her. Now, yeah, okay. So a lot of people have said that the Jakks Pacific hair is better than the Disney Store hair. And yeah, there's way more of it. Like it's longer. And it's darker, it's prettier, it's shinier, it's glossier. It has a bend in it from the rubber band being in the packaging, stuff like that. But this hair is nicer, thicker, rooted. It is kind of falling out though, so keep that in mind. This Isabella also has a hair clip, just the standard 5 points of articulation, but they are pretty solid dolls actually. She's like hefty, like she's really heavy. The dress doesn't have the pattern continue on the way back around. There's less fabric being used. It is held together with Velcro. Everything on the front is printed on except for some of these tulle layers and the collar. And then just in case anybody was curious, this is how the Disney Store body looks. This is how the Jakks Pacific body looks. Also, it looks like the shoes and the outfits fit each other perfectly. Like you can swap them universally. And then next up, we have the Mirabelles. So the Disney Store Mirabelle has shorter, curlier hair. It's rooted very well and it's a little bit lighter. She has the full range of articulation like everybody else does here. Her shoes are held on with rubber bands and you can see like this one's a little funky looking. It's a little warts from the rubber band, but it's not bad. And then her dress is one single piece, but it has like multiple layers. Like you can lift up the collar and everything. She has like this little trim at the bottom of the dress with like holes in it. Just looks really good. And it is all held together with one piece of Velcro in the back. Also, her glasses have actual like plastic in them to look like lenses, as you can see reflecting in the video. And then she also has removable earrings, freckles, all that stuff. And obviously it's Disney Store, so it's a pretty movie accurate face. She definitely feels like a Disney Store doll. The Jakks Pacific doll has more hair, like it's longer, curlier, and everything. Seems a little less movie accurate though. Same with her. Her dress is just one big piece and it is all printed on details even on the bottom. It doesn't have like the little features like the Disney Store one does, but her collar still comes up and everything just like the Disney Store one does. She has plastic shoes that are hanging on pretty well, a lot easier than the Disney Store dolls, and just cute regular articulation. Her glasses do not have lenses in them, but she's still really cute. This is how their bodies look if you just wanted to know in comparison to one another. I also forgot to mention on my Mirabelle, if you guys can see, some of her plastic got a little warped in the like casting phase or something. So it looks like she kind of has like a ringworm in her arm or something. I'm not mad about it. It's just a detail I noticed in this $100 set. So now the crown jewels, and the whole reason I even bought these sets, Louisa, our queen. Disney Store Louisa has her hair done up in a bun. It's held together with some ribbon. She has two little like tendrils coming down the side of her hair over here. They did include her braid. And then she has like minimal makeup, freckles, printed on details, but then they added this piece of embroidering. Then her dress is, yeah, it's two separate pieces here in the back. So it's held by like two different things of Velcro, two different pieces. So because she is bigger, they didn't give her the same head articulation as the other girls, but she can move from side to side. She just can't move up and down. But she still has the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, the thigh, and the knee articulation with no ankle articulation. You can see her dress pattern and her shirt patterns go all the way around. Her shoes have all the little printed on kind of texture details and everything. This one's ears are not pierced, but the Jakks Pacific one's ears are pierced, but their piercings are molded on. And now we get this Louisa, who also can only move her head from side to side. And then she just has like the regular like 5 points of articulation kind of on a pivot. But she's also solid for the most part, pretty heavy. And her dress is held together with one single piece of Velcro. And then her shoes are just one solid color all the way through. Her dress is a little more like flowy, where this Louisa is a little more sturdy, but they're both really good dolls. I like them both. This Louisa's little wrist cuffs, sweatbands, whatever they are molded on plastic that is painted, where this Louisa's are just removable, stretchy pieces of elastic. And then these are how the Louisa's bodies compare to each other. And oh my God, I love these. Like, these are true buff queens. I can't. This is so amazing. I love that all these Disney Store dolls and the Jakks Pacific dolls each got their own different body types. Like, that's really cool. So yeah, guys, those are the Disney Store versus the Jakks Pacific dolls. One is $100, one is $40. Also, Disney Store Isabella's shoe already snapped and broke just trying to put it on. Okay, so now that I'm looking at Isabella in the sunlight, I just wanted to show you guys that she has like some weird skin stuff. It's just like production stuff, but you can see like it's dusty and scratched up and everything. And yeah, she has like, if it will focus, you can see like that mark on her forehead and then some of the paint coming up her neck and everything. So like the Disney Store version, she's just a little like sloppier, and I do prefer the Jakks Pacific Isabella face sculpt over this one where she's looking off to the side. Also in the sunlight, you can see that kind of twisty tapewormy thing I was talking about on Mirabelle's arm a little bit better. And she's already like scratching up in her shoulder. Like her paint is a little bit cleaner than Isabella. And I mean, she still has a really cute face sculpt. And then the tapewormy thing kind of goes down here on her shins a little bit too. It's just the way the plastic was like casted in the mold or whatever. Like, it's not awful, especially when they have clothes on, but you know, it's there. So a couple things I noticed while unboxing these and comparing them together. All of them have matching skin tones, so it would be pretty easy to like head swap them, except for maybe the Louisa's, just because of the way like this one's kind of more like a traditional like head sculpt, and this one's like a neck and head sculpt. So it'd be harder to switch their heads, but like Mirabelle, Antonio, Isabella, I feel like they'd be pretty easy to swap heads on. In fact, I think I've seen people do it because people like the Jakks Pacific hair more than the Disney Store hair. And I kind of have to agree, the Disney Store hair didn't wow me, and the Jakks Pacific, considering like, so things to consider. So if the Disney Store dolls are 4 to a pack and it's $100, each one of these is a $25 doll in like theory. We'll keep the math simple. So because of that, it would be like if you bought this doll on its own, this is what you would get for $25, right? And they come with articulation and some extra detail. I don't think they come with enough detail to justify the price. I think $100 for these 4 dolls is way too much. And just because they threw in some like animals doesn't mean like it's worth the extra price point. Where with the Jakks Pacific, that would mean that each of these dolls is around $10, which is a standard single doll playline price point for a doll with like 5 points of articulation. So I think the Jakks Pacific dolls are more bang for your buck. They're cute. They don't look bad at all. The only selling point for me with the Disney Store dolls is the articulation, not the extra details, you know? The Encanto doll set is something I would wait for on a sale. While mine was $100, I did get it with a 25% off sale plus free shipping. So mine was cheaper than if I had bought it like full price, you know? I am very impressed with the Jakks Pacific dolls for what they are at the price point they're at. I feel like for $40 I got a lot, and I feel like for $100 I got almost enough, you know? But yeah, that's just what I would say. Guys, you let me know what you think. I'm just glad I have my two Luisas. Obviously, Mirabelle and Isabel are both very pretty, but these were the two crowning jewels. So I'm so glad I have them. But yeah, you guys let me know if you have both or if you have one, like which one's your favorite, etc. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the Jakks Pacific dolls. I really hope they get the license over Hasbro. That would be ideal. I will see you guys in my next episode where I have officially watched this movie so much I could narrate it. I moved mountains, I moved churches. We're as tough as the crust of the earth is.